Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 here, bringing you another Company of Heroes to replay, brought to you by, well, it was actually sent by AJ, if I recall correctly, and Dr. Virus is also in this game, so yeah, two people, American and British, versing Stefan, Treptow, and Furby. I already hate these people. They're part of Noob Team? Sure, why not? Which are actually pretty high rank, and they're high rank. So we'll see how well this goes. In any case, they're versing OKW and a Vermok. If you'd like to send in your own replay, you can do so via my YouTube channel, Gmail, or Facebook. And I also want to thank my Patreon supporters like Chris, Leo, Tim, and Sean for their support. And there's some more guys at the end of the video. Check them out as well. Also, if you want to support me, like, subscribe, and that's all my random stuff I have to say at the beginning of a game. Though I will say this, when you send in a replay, don't send in a game, very important, where there's an AI. I don't care if it's on your side, don't care if it's on the enemy team side. It was literally 25 minutes into a replay, and the person didn't inform me that there was an AI. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. And while it was a person who who was a German player, I couldn't show that because I have a rule. And it's very simple. The AI in this game is terrible. It is not a good AI. So they will spam units, but not effectively. The best thing you can hope for is an OKW player, it turns to an AI, and you get a King Tiger. Though that King Tiger is still just a big dumb threat that you could probably easily kill. Because the problem with the AI in this game is they have they do not care about their own life. So in this scenario, you can see this MG retreated. The AI, not so much. It would stay around and kill itself. And then you would steal the equipment, but the AI will just produce more men. That's the problem. The AI just sends a bunch of weak units. They have no self. It's like a zombie. The zombie will not protect itself. When a zombie starts to protect itself like a smart zombie, then you're fucked. Or a fast zombie. Whatever. In any capacity, let's see how this goes. AJ, frontline troops, along with some nice defensive cover to hold this position. Very, very nice. Again, middle of the map. Right now, it's a battle over this other star. With the left star pretty much going under Axis control, I assume, with this MG just guarding it. So most likely the allies won't be able to get it. Now, there are two control points on this map. There is this point. And there is this, I think it's that point. Or is it this point? No, that point doesn't control. No, it's definitely this one. Both those two capture points are very, very good because you can cut off a lot of enemy territory with either of those points. Now, yeah, it's all definitely hard to control either side, but hell, if you can knock out their fuel and everything else, then that's a pretty good win-win scenario. Now let's see. British doing a pretty good job. Nice job killing the Stern Pioneer squad. Although, as you can see, the Vermok are just like, well, look at all the men we have, and look at everything we're going to send at you. Have fun. So we'll see how well this goes. Probably not very well, but it's still fun. Stern Pioneer squad flanking. If they get inside the building, that's going to be pretty deadly. Very nice flank. I really like that. Not only are they good close range, but that flamethrower is going to burn them out of that cover, which is not what, if you're a rifleman squad, not what you want. Not at all what you want. Suddenly there's a flamethrower unit building next to you. Oh god. In any case, let's see. We have AJ going tactical support, so artillery focus, long range. Strafing is probably the weakest thing out of all these, and the recon's a little nice, but any capacity, the artillery can be good for starting to just hit blobs when they retreat back to base, or blobs they're attacking. And then we have Dr. Virus, which is going more support, but what I'm seeing here is a lot, very good, again, vehicle repairs and strafing support to hold back enemy forces. Crocodile's good for burning infantry, and commandos are good against infantry because, okay, very nice job killing those. I think it was a grenade, right? Use grenade. I assume you use grenade. Please tell me you have grenade. I don't want to seem like an idiot. Yes, you have grenade. I'm not crazy. But the great thing about this doctrine is commandos. If you get the forward logistics glider, put it like there. It used to give you a bonus in resources. They removed that, but it will still produce commandos. And if you've ever seen a replay with, oh god, who was it? Anyway, essentially what a couple of my friends will like to do is they get a commando officer along with probably 2 to 3 commando normal infantry squads, and they'll literally just bum rush the enemy while they can't see them because, again, they're camouflaged in cover, and then pop out cover right next to the enemy and just mow them down with close range support. It is devastating. Utterly devastating. It is great to watch. So we'll see how this goes. Oh. So yeah, looks like the Wehrmacht are definitely on the offensive. Again, knocking out that fuel and those resources will pretty much cripple the Allies. Even if you don't capture the fuel directly, just knocking that out would be hugely beneficial for you. Just, yeah, that would be definitely a benefit. Now, let's see. Out of all these 3 doctrines, what should new team go? He doesn't... The Allies don't have a direct... See, here's the thing. The Calliope could probably take out artillery, but still... The German mechanized armor might not be too bad for the spawning scope, which will allow you to see further. But because Noob Team went the Festing armor, they have a direct strike. And they also have good anti-infantry. So you want anti-armor. And assault support could be good for that, because you have the Tiger. But from it's either one of these would actually be pretty good. But if I had to choose one, depending on what I would most likely go, and I know people will give me shit for this, it's probably the elite troops. It would, because the stormtroopers, you get the Panzer Strike and that, which would be good for all targets. Plus, and also definitely, and if you upgrade them with SG-44s, oh my god, do they dominate American infantry. Oh, they're amazing. But you have a lot of Grenadiers and stuff that are upgraded. Yeah, the stormtrooper, because then you also give them shock, you give them the shock stuff, and well, they can pretty much stop the infantry and their tracks from charging. And, well, if you look here, you get the Tiger Ace. And I've said multiple times, Tiger Ace is a last-ditch effort. But with the Americans, that's something that can be helpful. Because, again, with the Americans, they're pretty much a fast attack group. And if you can knock out their fast attack group with a very powerful piece of armor, holy god, can you do very well. And now I'm starting to see a big issue. I'm starting to see Stefan pretty much have no unit preservation at all, while Furby is actually doing a pretty good job with his assaults. AJ's doing pretty good. He has a nice wide range of infantry. Dr. Virus doing okay. Sniper coming up. All right, let's see how well he does. Hey, I love British snipers because they have a great armor piercing component to them, so they actually hurt vehicles. Before you say, "Oh, Greyshot, how is that going to help?" If you can hurt a vehicle, whether it's crippling it with the critical shot or something, or even just knocking out a little bit, that an extra little bit of damage could be enough to kill that vehicle, or, again, knock out its engine or something hugely significant to, again, a King or a Panzer IV, something along those lines, to help you actually hold. So, probably should rush up Stern Pioneer to get healed. Now, he does have a headquarters building right here, so we'll see how well. He could, again, if he had enough manpower, which, again, it's funny because you have an ability that if you lose men, do gain more men, or infantry, manpower, you would activate the ability to retreat here. Now, again, if the enemy knows about that position, we'll see if they do. So we'll click here, Fog of War. Do they know about it? No, they really don't. Maybe they'll know about it later, but right now it doesn't seem like they would have... I mean, they have recon, but right now they doesn't seem like they should know about it, because, again, really nice spot for it behind the building, stuff like that, so really obscure. If they don't know about it, they can't arty it, and that'll just allow the enemy to just keep reinforcing. Now, again, long-term, with the Calliope, you definitely have to worry, but if you hear fire, just move. That's the big thing. If you hear artillery fire, just move in all directions, and you should be able to get out of its way. A lot of people just will stay and think, oh, it's not me. No. That's why anytime you hear, like, a Stuka dive bomb or something like that, you move instantly, so you don't get hit, and you're like, oh, shit, it's coming down. But, of course, some people will play into that fear and be like, you think I'm going for where the blob is, but I know where the blob's going to go. And they'll knock him out. So, again, there's all... It's like... Oh, God. My friend Devastated is probably going to go insane if I say this reference. But it's Killer Instinct. It's anticipating what the enemies move before they make it. Also, really love this this American infantry. It's like, we're going to hold this position, and we're going to press the enemy back. And again, the heavy cover with the barricade so they can't use it along with more heavy cover. Oh, that's amazing. It's a good infantry staging point. That being said, they still have to deal with the half-track. But you can see here they've dropped smoke, so that way the half-track can't spot them and they can decap this point. But we have a problem. We have the half-track with flames that they're just probably going to attack target or attack ground and burn that area. And then also the half-track, once smoke clears, will just dominate that rear echelon squad. Like so. But they have some bazooka teams, so yeah, that thing's screwed. Before you say, oh, the half-track has a lot of anti-infantry component. Yeah, but it's a fucking bazooka. Bazookas are pretty great at just hitting long-range targets. And even though they're not as powerful as the Panzerschreck, they'll still do a lot, as you can currently see. Yeah, they're going to burn them out of the defensive positions. But as long as they can keep the half-track back and do enough damage to it, that's all they need to. Now also we can see he's probably going to deploy smoke so they can't see him. There we go. Good, good, good. And with that, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Left-hand side. What the fuck? I was like, that's freaking out. Grenadiers pushing up, all upgrade with MG42. So, unfortunately, it looks like the British... do they have infantry? You do, but they're PIATs. So, they're not really designed... I mean, you have the upgrade for more infantry, which is good. But they're not designed for really fighting... Yeah. They're just not designed for fighting that. Now, luckily, with the sniper and the MG, you're able to hold them back. But if those guys keep coming back... they're going to keep getting vetted, and the more vetted they get, the better they will be at fighting that support stuff. So that's why, again, you finish my sentence, you probably need some heavier defenses. Boffer will fit that. Now, let's see, Furby. You went German mechanized. Smoke could be good, but to get through heavy British fortifications. Spotting is great for recon, and actually that might help. And again, you can also use this for more direct bombing strikes. So that I could see that implication being good. Also, I loved how he was able to use a special to hurt this thing. Still runs through fire because pathfinding is great. Wow, the fire of the PIATs just unloaded on that thing. Probably not going to be able to finish this. Probably should stop building it because the fire will slowly damage it over time. And again, while being built, buildings are incredibly weak. And you'll slowly lose manpower the more and more the building takes effect. So let's say you start off with 280, but you lose 25% of the building's health. You're going to lose 70 manpower if you stop at the very end. So then you only have 210 to rebuild it. So you have to, again, rely on new manpower coming in. And you better hope you don't use that on some other buildings or infantry, something else. But I love that. How he used, again, he fired the PIATs through and knocked out the half-track. That was great. But yeah, it looks like Americans were able to push through and push back Stefan. Wait a sec, Stefan, isn't that the guy from Beauty and the Beast? I think that's his name. Sorry, I read a little bit more on Beauty and the Beast because of the new movie coming out. And look, you know what? Here's the thing. Even though that is not my favorite Disney Renaissance film, and if you do not like any of the Disney Renaissance films, you're crazy. They're the films that came out from 1989 through 1999. I think that's the designated term of Disney Renaissance. But Mulan, Lion King. My personal favorite would probably be Aladdin. Nice job telling that. Right as it's being built. It's like, it's about to be complete. Boom. Shit. Yeah, so it looks like Furby is actually doing one hell of a job pushing back Dr. Virus. Dr. Virus having some issues. I mean, he's doing damage, but he's falling back. Although, again, with the mortar support over here, looks like that's actually being able to help push back this other guy. So I like how Stefan is moving back because of AJ's offensive, and Dr. Virus is moving back because of Furby's defensive. So we'll see what happens when each side gets pushed back too much, and the other's like, fuck, I have to help out my team. Now this could be helpful, the Panzer headquarters, if it survives. If it survives. As you can see, we have a lot of Americans coming through with an AT gun. Oh, what's an AT gun good? At possibly killing that truck before it gets placed. And look at all the bazooka teams. They all direct fire at this. It's screwed. It's dead. We'll see what happens. Alright, so Americans opening fire. We have a grenade rolling back to Sturm. Bazooka team missed. Fun fact about the bazooka. You want to know the intricate design of a bazooka? It's literally a tube that you shove something in and it fires. Like, that's the ingenuity of a bazooka. It was cheap to manufacture and essentially was a tube. It's like a simple tube. But again, it's something that the Americans are like, again, the capitalists are like, look, we can mass produce these things. They may not be as good as the Panzerschreck, but damn, are they still pretty good. for their cost. And you know what? If you look at the war, having something that may be better quality, well, except for, again, I love a GTA will bring up this point of, hey, they may be better quality, but the German armor, because of steel issues, definitely didn't help. But in any case, it's like, this is a great, better design, but we have more of these things. And while winning, of course, that helps. But if Germany was not intertwined with Russia, I don't think that strategy would have worked out very well. Because again, for those who don't know why Company of Heroes 2 was so integral, 80% of casualties during the war for the German side happened on the Eastern Front, not the Western Front. So, yeah, that's a huge, huge thing. Because everyone's like, oh, America saved the day. We helped immensely. I'm not understanding that. We helped immensely liberate many countries and restore democracy to many and I guess self-dependence to many countries. And without us, the Soviet Union probably would have fallen. Let's be very clear here. The Soviet industry was well supported by American infrastructure because we were able to deliver supplies, I believe, from was it Kamchatka? I think is it. Anyway, the point at which the United States and America and Alaska and their intertwine, we were able to send supplies through there, and through Soviet railway, they were able to deliver it to the other front, which is why there was I believe there was, because of the Lend-Lease doctrine, there was an American made group designed to protect Moscow, because we're like, shit, the Soviets are about to fall, let's have this reserve thing just in case the Germans actually start to invade Moscow, directly into the city, not just the outskirts, which they got held back on. Luckily it never came to that, but yeah. Without American literally funding other countries, the war probably would have turned a different way. And it probably wouldn't have been different. Now that being said, do I think Germany would have probably invaded America via Navy? No, hell no. See, again, if you essentially have literally one hemisphere versus another hemisphere, I don't think either side would have won. It would have been impractical through supply means, stuff like that, especially with an enemy moving entire navy. You could do that against Germany because Germany's navy was pretty much kaput by 1944, especially right off the coast of Britain. But, if it was longer term and Germany had aircraft carriers and a full fleet, it definitely would have been one hell of a landing. And think about, there wasn't many planes strafing that day because of the fact most of the Air Force was designed to hold back the Russians. And again, the Russian Air Force, again, still had many issues with the German Air Force. If all those planes were suddenly on one front, good luck. That's all I'm saying. But in any capacity, what has changed? Well, Fury still has all of his men, and I love, again, if you're new to my replays, I go on tangents quite a bit. But again, that's why people like my replays. They like my intricate historical knowledge and also weird anime facts and all sorts of other stuff. Panther coming around, doing a lot of damage, managing to circle and actually take out a lot of the infantry. I'm doing around. Virus is holding, but as you can see with his base, yeah, he's still a ways off before he gets a comet. So, for right now, this Panther's going to wreck shop, and unfortunately, it looks like they're going to lose the fuel point very shortly. Now, if this sniper can do a little bit of damage, come on, shot, aiming, take it. Nice, you, what was it? Oh, turret can't move. I was like, wait, I thought it was moving. No, it's not. Turret can't move. When you see that, its turret is stuck. So that's awesome because literally it can't fire. You have to manually turn the entire tank, which could open it up to a rear shot or something. Aging, on the other hand, is doing pretty great. He has a wide range of forces. Looks like the mortar fire and stuff like that is right on the edge, so don't think they're going to be able to kill the headquarters. He was very lucky he didn't put any more forward. Yeah, look, you can see the mortar. They're trying to use the mortar to hit it, but it's just not working. Though he has although you can see with this guy, he has more men, He has the double support guns, again, just trying to hammer this original great defensive position. They still have the tank traps, but it's not what it used to be. Mortar team, though, still doing pretty good. So we'll see how well that goes. Again, the Hetzer... After my last replay, I said the Hetzer, like, I said something about the Hetzer. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying as nothing else to support, it's probably not the best thing for you. But again, he is a teammate who has a Panther, so he can balance that out. So, not too bad. He has a heavily armored vehicle that's designed to kill armor, and another vehicle designed to kill infantry on his teammate. Pretty good in my book. Now, again, he's versing a player that has basically all infantry, and a lot of it's AT base, so this thing is probably not going to be all that effective. I swear to God if you lose it because you can't back the fuck up. Whew! That Panther was there. He would have been screwed. But again, unfortunately, the Piats do not have the Soviet AT grenades heat-seeking ability, and unfortunately, it just fires and it's a traverse. The Panzerschreck, again, while longer, doesn't need that. It has range, so it doesn't need that infamous heat-seeking ability. That's now lost to time. But, yeah. Nice Panzerwerfer shot. At least it made him retreat, which is a good thing. Again, that should allow his basic force left, or not. I was going to say to hold him back, but apparently no, that's not a thing. I guess they're all back. Now again, remember what I said about those Grenadiers? Yeah, he's currently ranking them up, and those are becoming very, very good killers. So if he can just keep using them correctly, he can keep pushing back the British. Now, the one thing is Dr. Virus has a lot of manpower. So him getting a Comet is something he can do. A lot of times people try to, they'll hurry up and try to rush for something, but they won't have the resources to get it. He does. He's been able to hold his front line long enough, again, through curious methods, but also keep his units alive long enough to make sure he can get that Comet and still have a good enough support structure to make sure that he can keep reinforcing his men. So while it seems like he was losing, he actually did okay. He actually did decently well. Now, if they can kill that Hetzer with, well, actually, this guy has no ET whatsoever. Oh my God! Remember what I said about the sniper? Remember what I said that little damage could be crucial to just killing something? Look at that baby. 2 stars. Oh, don't die. No. Come on, sniper, live! Oh, the MG saved it. The MG suppressed them, so he will be saved. Oh, whew. Also, AJ cutting off that territory. No longer are the Axis getting all that fuel and resources, though. Look at that munition reserve they have. Wow. They're pretty good for some time. This is where mines, I would start using mines. Like, I would mine up that area. I would put down a fuel cache as well, but mines everywhere. Because Fury, listen, while these abilities are helpful, they're not that costly. So you have enough for mines. Also, nice Panzerwerfer pushing back that infantry. Comet's up, though. And unfortunately, with this Comet, well, it can go toe-to-toe with the Panther. And although the Panther's weak, is that a rear shot, really? Oh, why would you fire? Why would you fire? Oh, that was a dumb move. You should have pulled it back further. The fact you didn't pull back further is really weird. Like, yeah, let's keep fighting a unit. And before you say, oh, Comet's better. No, it's equal. It truly is equal to the other. But, again, if the Panther is half dead and the Comet comes in full health, the Comet has the advantage. The Comet almost certainly has the advantage. So what do we got over here? So, we have Panzer Headquarters making some also Soldaten. This guy's definitely taking some losses, but he's still holding. Stop. Wow. I love how they've hit everything but this thing. It's like all the mortar fire keeps hitting here, but, you know, this is still alive. We do have a Calliope coming in. I wonder if it missed. I wonder if it missed the Panzer Headquarters. That's why there was all those explosions right there, just right out of range. But that could be good against Blobs, maybe with Jackson. So overall, the Allies have pretty good armor diversity. What did the Axis have? Panzerwerfer and nothing. I'm assuming he's either staying up for a Panther or a King. We'll see how well that goes. I'm assuming he's probably going to stay up for a King because they have a lot of infantry. Okay, not going to be able to kill this thing. No way. But, wow, nice one shot. But, yeah, probably need to pull back. Triple Grenadier threat. Calliope is probably going to be needed to kill all this stuff. Once again, was that sniper? 18 kills with a British sniper, not bad. You got a Stuka? Oh no, Stuka close. It was Stuka bombing. Actually, nice job. You actually did a lot of damage to that thing, so not too bad. Not too bad. You kept it from being healed, so that's a good sign. Anyway, AJ's still going after this point. It's pretty close, actually, command point-wise. So it's still anyone's game, though, again, I would say the Axis definitely have the advantage. Even though they have less men, they have more to burn, and right now they're more heavily entrenched. So it'll be much more difficult for the Jackson to move up. Don't you have an AT gun? Why is your AT gun facing over here? Move it over here. The Jackson's opening fire on you, dumbass. Wow. Using a unit to bring out that unit. Alright, not bad. Why are you camouflaged? Just bring it up to fire. Calliope opening fire, being like, alright, we're going to kill this Panzer headquarters. I love how this freaking was like, shh, we're going to be very sneaky. We have to be very quiet while hunting Jacksons. It's like, no, just move up and fire on the damn thing. Oh, look, it took you forever because you are camouflaged. If one more shot would have killed it. My God. And it's like, oh, Greyshot, but, you know, there's enemy infantry. There's one squad being suppressed. You're fine. And now you lost your headquarters, so now there's nothing stopping the, you know, the guy who has been literally curb stomping you this entire game for moving up his really, really powerful infantry and just continuing to do that to you. Also, Comet's going around mid, so that's pushing him back. And, yeah, over here, infantry's not doing too bad. You know, holding back infantry. Oh, was that a Comet? Oh, yeah, it's screwed. Get the fuck back. Armor-piercing rounds? Not this scenario. And now the Comet's chasing him down. You know what would have been interesting? You placing mines on the road, stuff like that. That way the Comet would have, you know, probably hit it and taken some losses. And also, probably some, you know, S minefields. That way, of course, the infantry would have taken damage. No, you didn't do that? Man, that was a wasted opportunity because you have 500 munitions and nothing really to use it on. I can say, okay, he has 400, but I know what he's using it on. He's going to use it on the rocket barrage. That's why he's saving up, and also the recoup losses, which is why he's probably been able to, again, have so much manpower, even though he's taken a lot of losses. Did you just call down a special ability on the... Oh, no, you called down over here to stop him from advancing. Not bad. But it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, nice job. You got a king. I'm very happy for you. Seems like a very good unit. But just like last game, it's not... The king is a very good unit when supported. You have done a shit job at supporting your units. So let's see if possibly Red, with his grenadiers, can provide support. Or maybe another Panther. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Also, Panzer only 4 kills? The amount of blobs this guy's... I mean, how closely packed some of these units are, I'm really surprised about that. Dr. Virus, do you sell that sniper a lot? You do. I want to see this thing go up. I swear to God, if this sniper kills the king, I'm done. I'm done. That'll be a good day. Anyway, the king seems to be on the offensive on the right. They have a couple bazooka teams, but again, the problem with the king with bazooka teams is I'm just gonna... Yep, there we go. That was a great example. I was waiting for that. Front armor, really great deflecting bazooka shots. Very good at deflecting bazooka shots. So, yeah, they have to fall back a lot. Alright. Panthers on the just on the edge, just hanging out. Bunch of AT guns going along the side. I guess trying to being like, alright, we'll lure the king into a trap. Why are you aiming at a building? I don't know. This isn't a Pack 43. Anyway, Grenadiers trying to move up, unfortunately taking some hits. But really, they just fall back. Get a little bit of health and they should be fine. We do have a double Calliope issue. Oh, strafing support coming in though. That should be able to do a lot of damage. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Okay, here's the thing. I was going to say that would do a lot of damage if the plane with the rockets wasn't just shot down. Now they could be having some issues. Also, decommission that for fuel. What are you doing? There goes the other plane. Hey, at least that one crashed into the forest away from the American player. We have an AT gun here. I'm assuming the AT gun's going to go here for very nice placement of the AT guns. Unfortunately, as you can see, the King Tiger still dominates and does a lot of damage. And, oh, wow. Come on, AT guns. Okay, one dead. Second one's still alive, but if they do support gun, oh, wow, okay, that one's really dead. Yeah, good job. I would say just keep this one back as support. Although, Calliope, if you would do the honor and just do a rocket strike on this thing, that would be incredibly beneficial. Or no, just hit the base. That works too. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's very spread out. But only one rocket. They're so tight-knit that you just need one rocket. But I think the... Yeah, I think he stopped. Why? If you stop because he... Oh, he stopped because he couldn't... That way you couldn't see him with a Vercan Warfare. Okay. Still, if you stop and you're like, okay, you can see me, now's your time to pull the fuck back. Speaking of which, Crocodile, Flamethrower. This is when the red guy needs to pull the fuck back. Because not only is this thing good at fighting infantry, it's very good at fighting armor, especially heavier armor, like Panthers. So, unless you have a fortified line, which you don't, this Crocodile is literally going to curb stomp you along with the Comet. You don't have enough AT to fight this. Your unit is going to literally burn to death. Also, nice infantry support. Yeah, this guy was prepping for an assault. He was not expecting to literally be assaulted. So he's taking the losses, and definitely a smart move. Getting another AT gun. Or, even though that AT gun did a little bit of damage, yeah, you definitely need more AT. Way more support. But that was actually a really good push, and helped push back Furby, who's been actually, unfortunately with this doctrine, it doesn't have the best long-term benefits. And whereas I'm thinking the other ability, other two ones, I'm just saying maybe a fragmentation bomb would have been better. Maybe strafe support would have been better. Wow. All right, King. Yeah, just show your rear to the enemy. That's a great. Why the fuck are you over here anyway? If that would have been, if that would have been decrewed and I would have stole that king, I would have. Oh my god, that would have been the best. That would have made my day. That would have made my day. I've done that, but that has been done before. I've seen a king tiger being stolen and then been used, or a tiger and been used and stolen. That it's not always to the benefit and to the victory of that team, but it's always amazing to see the enemy team steal such a powerful heavy unit. Infantry falling back. Panther just trying to get some shots off on the Comet. Push that thing back. Crocodile also pulling back, but again with the double row engineers, he can just easily heal them and get them back up. Calliope just opening fire, really hitting the crucial spots of the Axis players. Again, still walking into Calliope fire. Not sure why, but you're doing it. The problem with the Churchill that the Panther has is the problem that even with Panther, it doesn't do a ton of damage. Like, look at that Panther shot. Look how much damage it did. Not much. So, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you get enough AT, yes, it will do it. But this thing is a beast on the field with the amount of armor it has. 3 hits. Literally, it takes like 8 or 9 shots to just kill this damn thing, and that's if they penetrate. And as you see, he just walks back. Bounce. Luckily, it's a 2-star Panther, and you have another Panther coming up, so that might help along with AT gun. So you probably could be able to push that guy back. Looks like some type of Stuka bombing ability. I'm assuming to push back the infantry. Doesn't seem to be working though. Also, once again, what the fuck is with the Hetzer? Like, just gonna be honest, why? Why the Hetzer? I've in either game, I've yet to see the Hetzer just like pull through and be like, yes, this is the ultimate, this is what we need. It's like, no, not even close. Panther pulling back because of the infantry problem, which this guy used to be fine on, but now he's down another Grenadier. And it's kind of like the No, I just thought of a reference that is too obscure. It is just too obscure. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it anyway. It's like the Beetles. Nice Panzerwerfer hit. Look at that devastating strike. That's what you needed to do with the Panzerwerfer. Hit them when they're all close together and push back the infantry. That's what you need to do. Fortunately, Crocodile's why would you put an MG in a building? Like, seriously. The Crocodile would burn it out. Unfortunately, if the enemy has a very powerful flamethrower unit, do not put any infantry units in buildings. But anyway, for those who are wondering what the Beetles are, it is a Powerpuff Girls reference. Yes, I'm referencing Powerpuff Girls, not the new one. I'm referencing the old one because the old one's better. The new one is just like everything on Cartoon Network right now. Rehashes of your childhood, literally in a tormented dream that you thought would be a good idea to bring back, and then realize, oh my god, kill it with fire. But essentially it was a 4-villain team up that each had a special ability, but once you, oh wow, that was a really nice flamethrower, just bring both grenadiers. But once you remove one of them, they couldn't beat the good guys, and the good guys were able to beat them. So yeah, there you go. They also had a good reference to the Beetles breaking up and stuff, normal Beetles breaking up and stuff like that. But in any capacity, essentially having a good group, but if as soon as you lose one, you lose the advantage over the enemy, and unfortunately you get beat. Yeah. Again, I just don't understand that. Anyway, strafing support coming in, helping to push back the Panthers. Yeah, the infantry strafe does a little bit, but not really designed to hit armor. Comet's trying to go in for the final kill. Panzerwerfer just trying to get the fuck out of there. This is, well, shit. This is where a mine would have been great. Also, using your other Panther to try to get a kill on that is worth it. Come on. Oh, wow. One more shot. Bounce. Hit. Yes, no, don't advance, you pull the fuck back. You make sure the strafing support doesn't kill you. Alright, both Panthers are alive, you killed the Comet, congratulations. You still lost a lot of territory, and the enemy still has more than enough to get another one. But I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you will be A-okay and turn the tide, and oh, look at the points and the tide. There is no fucking way you're coming back from this. Oh boy. Any capacity. So yeah, that was a decent hit, and the British definitely took some losses. But again, they pushed back Furby, which is what you need to do. Right now, they control all the points. They pretty much have each side on the ropes. And with him pretty much losing a Hetzer, oh, now you get a Stuka. You know, that would have been better. Way better, except for your Flame Hetzer. I'm sure that Flame Hetzer did a ton of damage and was able... Oh, wait, no, it didn't. It's a good support unit, not a good solo unit. What do you have?
German chocolates.
Oh, good. Can I have some German chocolate?
Sure. Are the Germans doing well in this game?
No, they're actually doing...
Surprise commentary by 151. Oh, wow.
They're doing terrible. We got German chocolate for Christmas. It is delicious. Or for the holidays, more accurate. But yeah, Furby, not bad. He actually has units. Stefan can't keep his units alive. Sucking. AJ, great on the front line. Calliope spam a little bit. But he's managed to keep them alive and keep hammering the enemy. They're not really all that effective as they could be, but his infantry have been stellar. Dr. Virus has been slowly pushed back, but he slowly turned the tide and actually made himself more prominent and actually the leading guy in the charge. And of course he has Crocodile, so he's just burning everything to death. It is great.
Wow, that game looks great in 4K.
What?
4K, it looks really good.
Yeah, you can barely run on 1080.
Shut up. I can run at a solid 720.
It looks manageable.
It's manageable. Yes. Wow, that Stuka though is getting destroyed.
Here's the thing though. I also like what he just called in that Stuka. He's like, he's just gonna move away.
Hey, you wanna go where like
they surrendered.
Boy, I didn't even realize they were a noob team.
You know what's funny? He probably could have flanked his comment and killed it.
The Germans had better armor.
Also, he has 400 fucking munitions. I'm just saying.
Use a Stuka.
No, not use a Stuka because of it's Furby. It's the guy who doesn't have it.
Oh.
You know what would have been amazing? Mines. He didn't lay He didn't lay a single fucking mine. It's like if you have that much munitions and the enemy does not have minesweepers throughout this entire game.
Maybe beneficial.
Maybe, especially if you're trying to kill a crocodile, place a fucking teller mine.
But Trey, that's logical.
Yeah, well.
How could you do such a thing?
I also realize this is probably the 4th replay in a row where the Allies win, and I've yet to showcase a German victory. Because I had the 2 replays I did a one with a 1v1 without I'm gonna give this scenario a single Cromwell beating a King Tiger by itself. Yes. Yeah, that's how bad that guy was with a fucking King Tiger.
Did you just run around it, or?
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's
like you with that flame half track
the
other day.
And that's the thing. It's like if I do that one, it's like, well, although that's incredible, it is another allied.
You should totally do it though.
It's another ally game.
Listen, allies are getting nerfed. You got to do it now. You're never gonna have it again.
Anyway, I may sprinkle another German gameplay in before then, or at least a German heavy doesn't. Again, it doesn't have to win, but you know what? I had a German replay. You know what happened? 20 fucking minutes in, the guy's like, "Oh, the enemy team, they're gonna have an AI," and I'm like, "Motherfucker! I literally say, don't send me replays with AIs."
So this is just turned into
Dr. Virus got most damage. Oh, AJ got most kills. Makes sense by how they were going. Again, he had more anti-infantry component. He had more anti-armor, anti-infantry.
Hey! Look at the units lost.
117. Thank you.
And 151. Thank you.
There. Oh, 15. That's perfect. And then damage. Furby was definitely a better player in terms of damage. He was definitely more aggressive and did a better job. Noob. I'm actually curious why. I mean, he probably killed more American infantry, which is why he got more kills. But
They're
still,
both named Noob.
Sorry, Stefan. I'm very curious how he got more, but he definitely took a lot more losses. Like he was.
Oh yeah. Well, he had no army.
Yeah, but that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Seriously, we will find you if you don't.
But or make sure you resubscribe if YouTube unsubscribed to you. But in any case, it's been Greyshot17, and for a sudden appearance, Greyshot151. And we will see you guys next time.
Or we won't.
He probably won't. I will.